My training partner says I'm going too hard.
Okay.
So how can I be a better training partner?
Did you make this question? Right? Right? That's amazing. I've seen it go both ways. Mm-hmm. I've seen that be said as a way to protect their ego from not having the results in a role that they want. Like, you beat me, and of course it can't be about me not being able to do what I'm supposed to do, so I have to blame it on you. And then there are some people that are out of control of their body. So that's a tough question to ask without, or answer without having seen the situation on which I think a person is going too fast or not going too fast, and what person is saying that. Is your coach saying that? If your coach is saying that, listen to your coach. If you don't want to listen to your coach, then you should not go to that school anymore, right? And you should find a different school to go to. Let's assume that you are going too hard. That is the actual problem. And how can we fix that? How did I fix it for you?
Well, first thing you did was I was only allowed to breathe out of my nose.
That helped, yeah. Slow down, cardio killer.
Yes. But then you told me that I could only go at 2% speed.
2% speed. You're thinking way later. The first way that I dealt with it is I had you roll with another advanced belt. So you're a white belt. I had you roll with an advanced belt, and I told you you could only do moves that you said the name of them before you did them. So you say knee cut, sneaky mount, go over top. Okay, I'm in mount, arm bar. And what that does is it means that every technique that you're executing is a technique that you thought of, chose, and then chose that for the situation. As a coach, that's a really cool learning tool, because that allows me to audio hear exactly what you're thinking. And sometimes you'll choose a tool or a technique that doesn't fit the situation, and as a white belt or a blue belt, a lot of times we try to fit that technique in, even if it's the wrong technique, just by going a little bit harder, and that can elevate the situation or the pace of the match, because you're trying to apply a technique that doesn't really apply in that situation. There was a better tool. That's the first way that I typically do it, is I have that little game. Now, the person that you're rolling with has to be an advanced belt. They have to allow you to move a little bit, because it is going to be choppy, because your thought process choppy as you have technique selection. Now, if you're past that situation, say you're a blue belt or a purple belt, and your training partners are accusing you of going too hard, I want you to take an honest look at the situation and say, am I going too hard? Don't make it about them for a moment. Make it about yourself. Could you go easier? Are you going harder than what you need to win? How hard do you go? You go hard enough to win, and then not anything more, because anything more than just enough is too much. It's wasted energy, and throughout the night, then you're taking breaks and all this other stuff. But be prepared that it might not be about you. It might be about them. They might be unhappy with the results, and they might not be able to keep up. And then that's something that they're going to have to deal with, and not you. If you're on the fence about it, you don't know. You're a person that is reflective, but you don't know, maybe I'm going to, or maybe I'm not going too hard, go talk to your coach, right? See what they say. If you trust your coach, then they're going to give you advice that is going to help guide you towards where success. And if that is not the case, and you don't trust your coach, you either need to start trusting your coach or find a new coach that you do trust.